Beneath the lamp, beneath the weeping sky I sit, my coat threadbare and torn, upon the cracked and cold concrete, where warmer souls won't mourn. A man of humble circumstance, with dreams too bright to hold, yet fate hath dealt me empty hands, and stories left untold. Once I did chase the sun itself through fields of reckless fire. Now I chase the fading scent of hope and hunger's sharp desire. The gilded men with polished shoes, they pass with heads held high, while I, a shadow on the street, obey the city's sigh. No hearth to warm my weary bones, no hand to ease my pain, no feast to fill the aching gut, just rain and rising strain. O cursed be the days of plenty, now gone beyond my reach, and curse the stars that once did shine, now lost beyond the breach. My voice is hoarse from shouting want, yet none shall hear my cry. For in this world, a broke man's tears fall silent from the sky. But still I dream, as dream I must, beneath this flickering light, that somewhere someone waits for me, not knowing of my fight. O hark, ye winds of memory, that stir my worn-out frame, and carry me to days long past, before the fall and shame. I knew a girl once, bright and wild, with laughter like the breeze, who called me by my given name and set my heart at ease. Together did we roam the world, our kingdom small but true, with dreams that soared and plans we made beneath the sky's deep blue. The sun would cast its golden light upon her smiling face, and every moment spent with her felt like a sacred place. She whispered hopes of brighter days and held my trembling hand, with faith that we could conquer all. Together we would stand. Oh, blessed were those simple times, oh, sacred shared dreams. My life was filled with warmth and love, or so it once did seem. But time, that thief with silent step, did pull her far away. Her voice grew faint, her scent was lost, like dusk devours the day. New lands she sought, of stone and steel, beyond my hopeful reach, and I, unknowing, stood alone where last she left her speech. They moved, they changed, they left a void, but not the heart inside. And so began the wandering The years I've had to hide, yet in the blackest corner's breath, when dreams begin to stir, I feel again that gentle hand, and hear the girl I were. But not all ruin comes from fate, nor sorrow born of theft. For I, in pride, did break my bonds and chose the world bereft. The streets were cracked, the night was rich, the call of wild was strong, and deep within this restless heart beat drums that whispered, wrong? Nay, I believed the world was mine, a feast without a fence, that I, a man of noble heart, need not a tethered sense. I am no slave, I said to wind, no pawn to rule or roll. Let others beg for mercy's crumbs, I seek a freer goal. With head held high and steps ablaze, I left that home behind, to chase the myth of freedom's bone the tethered never find. At first, the city sang to me of chances ripe and grand, of nights alive with whispered thrills, of power in my hand. I strutted through the shadows deep, with voice both loud and proud, declared myself the master here, above the frightened crowd. But pride, as ever, is a chain, a trap disguised as crown, and I, too blind to scent the snare, was first to tumble down. The food grew scarce, the fights grew fierce, the nights began to bite, and none who praised me when I roared would guard me in the fight. The streets, they mocked my foolish pride. The cold was no embrace. A life of hunger, bruised and lost, no dignity or grace. Had I but stayed, had I but known the worth of love and place, I'd not be here with empty hands and shame upon my face. Yet still I walk, though limping now, through consequence and rain. A fool, perhaps, yet worse than hunger's hollow growl or winter's bitter whip are ghosts that walk with hollow steps from friendship's sunken ship. For not alone did I depart that fateful, prideful day. Alongside ran a gentle girl whose smile would light the way. Her name? I dare not speak it loud, lest winds grow sharp with pain. But once she stood beside me close and danced within the rain. Together we would chase the dawn, then dine beneath the moon, her laughter like a melody, my heart its faithful tune. And others came, our circle wide, a blur of hopes and names, a brother bruised but brave as fire, a sister marked by flames. We swore the world would bow to us, a kingdom born of dreams. And for a time, the nights would glow beneath our reckless schemes. But hope runs thin when seasons turn, and hunger turns to rage. A joke becomes a bitter word, and trust begins to fade. The gentle girl found softer ground, a home with warmth and light. She left one night without a word, no backward glance, no fight. The brother turned to darker paths, the sister fled to dawn, and I, the self-made king of loss, awoke to find them gone. No letters left, no calls to track, no footprints in the frost, just echoes in the empty streets of all the joy I lost. So now I walk with shadowed eyes and memory for chain, once held by warmth of kindred hearts, now touched by none but pain. Yet in my chest a cinder glows, though soaked by storm and snare. For love may go, and friends may fade, but some hope lingers there. One dusk, when crows like shadows flew, and cities sang with rain, I crouched beneath a flickering light to hide from cold and pain. The sky, a quilt of bruised gray, hung heavy on my chest, and I, a man of broken dreams, had long forgot the rest. No hope remained, no fight, no voice, just silence thick as tar. Till came a breeze, so strange, so sweet, and carried who you are, a scent, no more, a whispered ghost, yet fierce as trumpets' cry. It danced along the sodden streets and pulled my weary eye. Lilac soap, a hint of grass, a ribbon's gentle thread, the perfume of a memory I thought long cold and dead. Her, not the girl who left in greed or gain, but her, the one who loved me once, my joy in sun and rain. The scent came not from alley dark or broken dreams alone, but from a park beyond the fence, near places once called home. And something deep within me stirred, a tremor through my soul, a buried voice, a trembling hope that time could not control. I rose, though bones did creak like gates, and hunger pulled my flank. for hope had placed within my chest a flame more bright than rank. Across the street, beyond the mud, past echoes of my fall, I saw a figure, tall and thin, yet heard a childhood call. A voice I'd known in younger days, when life was soft and clean, now grown and changed, but love, true love, still shone in things unseen. She paused, she looked, she hesitated, her eyes as wide as dawn. Could she see through this ragged man? But as my foot crossed from the grime to touch the sacred street, where light returned and lilacs bloomed and hope began to beat, a sound, a smell, cut through the air, both cruel and carved in flame. A butcher's cart, left unattended, whispering my name. There, steaming in the open sun, a feast of flesh and bone, a banquet laid for only one, the hungry and the lone. No chains, no hands, no tethered will, just need and raw desire, a chance to fill the aching gut, to quench the starving fire. My stomach growled, a lion's roar. My legs began to twitch. For weeks I'd fed on scraps and cold, on sorrow's bitter pitch. And in my mind the whispers came, old voices from the past. Why beg for love when flesh is here? This chance is yours at last. They left you once, they'll leave again, and bind you with regret. But this feast is yours to take. It's real, don't forget. The scent wrapped round my will like chains. It dragged me from the light, back to the man I used to be, who ruled by hunger's bite. Just one quick steal, just one quick taste, and I could eat for days. No need for hearts, or home, or hope, or second-guessing ways. But then, a sound, more soft than flesh is sweet, more sharp than hunger's sting. A whisper, shaped like childhood wind, as light as sparrow's wing. She called my name, not yelled nor cried, but spoke it like a prayer, and in that sound she knelt, not with command, nor grip outstretched like fate's demand, but with a stillness in her eyes that said, I know, I understand. No pity dripped from trembling lips, no fear within her frame. She saw the dirt the worn-out clothes, yet still she spoke my name. And oh, that sound! It struck my chest like thunder made of grace, unleashing years of locked away the tears I could not face. I touched my face. I didn't flinch. Her fingers traced the scars and lines, the stories writ in skin, a map of loss, of shattered hope, of battles lost and win. And in that touch, I found again the man I thought had died, the boy who dreamed, who loved, who lived, who never truly lied. He stirred beneath the ragged soul, beneath the hunger's flood. He breathed beneath the ache and pain, reborn within the blood. Not dead, but sleeping deep, through storms and starving nights. And now, beneath her gentle voice, he rose into the light. I stood, not broken, but restored, a man she once had known, no longer lost within the dark, but finding my way home. A bridge of hands, a bond of hearts, not bound, but truly free. The whispered truth of love returned, the soul's sweet melody. We walked into the dawn, the shadows falling back, and I rejoined the world again, no longer off the track.